Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm gonna share with you a build that I use to farm Ruins of Eridu. It's a very quick build, you don't need to change your paragons for it, so you just have to invest something into the gear and of course change your talents, but for the paragon page you can leave it as it is. Of course you will need some specific items, but if you are level 80 plus like me you should already have them. So let's go very quickly on the items that you need to let this build work. The first one and most important one is the Razor Plate. It gives you roughly 9000 thorns. The damage from thorns cannot crit, but if you have the shrine that makes every attack crit, in this case it can crit and do lots of damage. Then we have the Black River. You basically trigger 5 corpse instead of 1 and you do lots of damage. I'm gonna explain you later how this works because we're gonna use the rune that makes the corpse explosion a pool of shadow damage. And also we use this ring. The damage dealt from thorns can be dealt all around you, and that's pretty much what makes the build works with the talents from the corpse explosion. So let's go for the talents very quickly. We use Decompose just to unlock this tire. Then we take Unliving Energy, Blood Surge. With the rune Supernatural Blood Surge, it helps you to stay alive a lot. And this is also one of the main source of damage. Then we take with Flash. We take some points into Blood Mist because we use Blood Mist to detonate corpse with the aspect from this enchant. Then we use obviously Corpse Explosion. We want the Blighten and Corpse Explosion because we have this item, the Black River. Basically you consume 5 corpses together and the pool of shadow you create deals lots of damage. It melts everything around you, and with the damage from thorns and the OE proc you pretty much one-shot everything. It's really insane the damage you can do, and you also stay pretty much healthy. This build doesn't let you die unless you play very sloppy. For the next talents we use Grim Harvest, followed by that. Here we take only that Embrace, another talent that helps you to stay alive. Gruesome Mending, Coalition Blood, Drain Vitality. Reaper's Pursuit and Glooms is we do lots of shadow damage. Then since this is a minionless build, we use a standalone with the Memento Mori and the Shadow Blight last passive because this is a main focus on shadow damage. For the rest of the gear we use Disenchant and then this one to stay alive. This one doesn't really matter, you can use anything you have here. This one doesn't really matter. This one is really good. And Consume Corpse increase damage on its core skill, it's okay. You can use it, but it doesn't really make any difference. And the rest, I show you the rest already. So let's go on the gameplay. I will comment what I'm doing, and so you will understand how the build works and why it's fast on clearing this type of content. It's not a build focused on late game, this is just for farming, especially in Ruins of Eridu, where you have lots of elite packs around you. You just straight go for the middle and you start spamming Blood Surge. Then you trigger some corpses and you go Blood Mist. And everything dies very fast by your thorn damage and from the damage from the shadow damage from the corpse spawned by the corpse explosion. So as I told you before, this build doesn't need any changes in your paragon. As you can see here, I'm still using all the paragons I have for the minion build. I have not yet changed that. This build is mainly for farming this type of dungeons where you have big packs of the elite. You don't really need to change anything except your gear and your talents, and it makes a very fast work of a group of mobs altogether. You basically want to spawn a pool of shadow damage by using a corpse explosion on 5 corpses, and then you run straight for the other mobs. Here I take the Lethal Shrine, so you can see my Thorns crit. The main problem this build have, and this is why I mainly focus on farming big groups of the elite, it's that as you can see, it's really hard to kill singular mobs. So if I only have one mob, let's say I'm last with one elite, I just move to the next pack and bring the mob with me. You wanna use Blood Mist when you are in danger, but this build offers a lot of survivability, so you're pretty much never gonna die. Pack the mobs all together, run in the middle, spam some Blood Surge, spam your Blight Pool, and let them die by Thorn damage and from the damage from the pool. We just moving from pack to pack, to be honest. There is no reason to stay for a few mobs, just move to the next pack, or unless, like in this case, you have to kill specific mob to let some other pack spawn or teleport on you. Just do that, like I'm doing here. Otherwise, just run straight forward for the next pack. Here we have another Lethal Shrine, which we are not gonna use, if I remember correctly. Oh no, we did, okay. How you wanna use the build is always the same. Hit them with Blood Surge, spam some pools, then use the Blood Mist. And here you can see how long it takes to focus on a single mob. So this is not really a build for late game where you have to kill bosses and things like that. You just use it for spam farm this specific dungeon. Here I'm doing another run, since in the last one we have the 2 Lethal Shrine, so I feel like it was a little bit of cheating. But basically I'm doing the same. Stay in the middle of them, get it, get the Thorn to the work, get the pool to the work, run straight for the other packs, and go in the middle, spam Blood Surge, spam Corpse Explosion, Blood Mist if you think they are too many, and let them die by hitting you, and for the pool of shadow damage. Here this is a big pack. Basically spam my Blood Surge to boost my Fortify and spam some corpses. Then you spam Blood Mist in the middle. It's always the same. Here I'm able to withstand a big hit from the explosion where you usually die, so this is let you understand how strong this build is in terms of survivability. There is a little bit problem with the mobs that doesn't hit you, like the guys here that summons other mobs, they don't really hit you, so your third damage is pretty much zero on them. To kill them you have to place a pool of shadow under them with some corpses and wait for the shadow damage to do the work. It's really annoying, but sometimes you have to kill them. They give you bonus XP since they are elite, so you kind of want to kill them anyway. Take your time, move to the next pack, do the same. As you can see, the running cycle for this dungeon is very fast. You can pretty much clear it in no time. Here we are rewarded with some legendaries, as usual. Most of them are useless, but if I'm correct here, I get a really good one. Yeah, the ring. The ring that works for the minion build. Anyway guys, thank you for watching the video. If you like the content, please subscribe to the channel, and see you on the next video guys. Have a nice day.